What is good, Foundation Nation? We're back with yet another challenge video, build your own challenge video, but today it's just me versus Trevor, and it's probably a good thing because we're doing, what is it called? Rube Goldberg?
Rube Goldberg.
Rube Goldberg, and you all know if Connor was doing this challenge, Trevor and I wouldn't even stand a chance.
Welcome to the Whoopi Goldberg Challenge.
That's funny. So basically we have a $20 budget, and we have to build the best Rube Goldberg. What? Jeff Goldblum is what I keep thinking of.
Don't think that.
Jeff Goldblum machine to accomplish a simple task. We have 2 hours from right now to do so. We're gonna let the comments decide who wins.
Yeah.
Comments, you're gonna decide who wins, but timer starts now. Let's do it. Basically, my goal with this machine is to create a chain of events that I can set off from my desk and will turn a computer off. So I think I'm gonna just use the streaming computer because I think that's gonna make life easiest, because if I turn the one off at Silas's desk, that technically turns off our entire server. Don't wanna do that. Trevor's desk, I'd have to go like over stuff, but the streaming computer is just across the room. So it'll be impressive enough to still like get the point across, but doesn't really actually do any damage.
All right, Rube Goldberg challenge. I don't really have a great plan yet. I'm gonna go to Ace Hardware. I have a few materials that I think I want. I don't even know what like it's gonna look like yet. I think my goal is just, if I get my hands on enough good materials to use and objects, that the idea will just form itself in my brain. So that could fail epically, but we'll find out.
All right, let me give you a rundown what I just bought. I had to explain to the cashier, very nice lady. She was asking me, she's like, so these are party favors? Or I was like, no, I'm trying to make basically I'm trying to make something that I can hit from my desk and it'll turn off a coworker's computer. And she said, how cute. So they didn't have dominoes, but instead I found these Dr. Seuss erasers that are all rectangular. So I bought, they're 6 packs. I think I only needed 12, but I bought 18 because I only spent $5 and we had a $20 budget. But they are rectangular on the bottom. I think they're gonna be able to stand up on their own fine, and they should work like dominoes. Shockingly, they didn't have bouncy balls. So I bought this. It's hard enough that it's a glow ball. It should get the job done, but I don't think it's heavy enough to turn the switch off. So I pivoted, and then I bought some Hot Wheels tracks here. So I'm thinking I'm gonna go dominoes. Well, first off, I got a finger so I don't have to reach up. So I can just hit the dominoes with this. Go dominoes to knock this off the edge onto my red Solo Cup slide. That will then run into this Nissan 350Z. Actually, this might be a 370. You know, really, they didn't put what it is on here. Just as Nissan Z. We're gonna call it a 350 because I used to drive one. Nissan 350Z, primed and ready on the Hot Wheel track. That will then run down the Hot Wheel tracks and plop onto the power button. And this should be heavy enough. So that is the new plan. I spent about $5 and 20 minutes. So I have an hour and 20 minutes to execute said plan.
So I've just had this potentially evil idea. I found this Tar Heels flag. If you don't know, Hunter hates the Tar Heels. So if I could find a way to make my machine unravel this flag at the end, it would be incredible.
All right, just got out of the hardware store. I ended up getting the flag because I think it's such a good reveal going against Hunter that even though it took up most of my budget, if I have a lackluster machine, the reveal will like add some punchline at least, as long as I can manage to hide it from him. The only other things I got in here, and hear me out for a second, I got these mouse traps. I think those could be very useful, and some twine, because I think that's gonna be important. Now, you're thinking to yourself, what are you doing? Like, that's not enough stuff. We did say to each other, I don't know if you mentioned it in the intro, that we can use items that are already in the office. So there is actually quite a bit of stuff in there. The budget was kind of just to fill in the cracks. So I have like things like golf balls that were in the closet that we used for a previous video, some tennis balls. We've got cups. We've got balloons. I'm gonna use a balloon, I think, or I'm gonna try to. So I basically, I have items that I have in mind, and I have an end goal now, which is to unravel the flag, and then I have like certain actions in mind, like the mousetrap action, a balloon popping action. I want to do one where something fills up with water. That may actually be how I unravel the flag. But I just got to kind of figure out how each of them works, and then how I want to organize them, and then how to use gravity the best. Because the trickiest part about the flag is it has to hang somewhere at least high enough for the flag to be able to unravel. So like the ball or something is going to have to travel upwards or affect the space above where it is to get the flag to unravel down.
All right, project A. I need this. I need this ball to fit through this cup. And I have this knife from our first boat build. So, boom. I just need to do that like 15 more times.
All right, I've got my mousetrap here, and I've never set mousetraps before, but it's like diffusing a bomb. And what's happening is I keep setting it into place, or at least thinking, and it keeps triggering. I'm so scared. It keeps triggering like too easily. Like I literally had it set, and I set it down on the desk, and it just freaking went. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm gonna pee my pants. Like you kind of keep your 2 feet.
I guess before I get too far into my red solo cup slide, which is working well by the way, I should probably test to make sure my dominoes work. Because if the dominoes don't work, I'm gonna have nothing to propel the ball into the red solo cup slide, which then what are we even doing here? And
So I think what's happening is setting it under the wrong part of the.
okay, we need a little bit more tension here. Interesting.
I decided 2 things. Number 1, mousetraps scare me. I have a deathly fear of them now. And number 2, I don't actually know what I was going to do with them. And the more I look at them and I'm fearing them, I don't even know what I was going to get them to do anyways. So I just thought it made sense in my head. We might just ditch the mousetraps.
All right, here's what we've set up. We have a track, goes to this, onto these 3 books that are taped together, knocks off water, pours into glass to get me a cup of water before debate night. That is my new idea, and you're about to witness the full open bottle test number 1. All right, car's on the track, and we're alive. Oh gosh. Hey, you know, could have been worse.
All right. I started to get a working theory. I cut this piece of cardboard out and I've taped it with this twine to kind of make my starting track, because I just needed a starting point. So we can have something roll there. I'm thinking a can tower of some sort. I think that's gonna knock into something that's gonna pop a balloon. I think I can get a ball inside of the balloon. I don't know how precise that's gonna be though where the ball drops, but then I can have the ball drop out of the balloon once it pops. That's where I'm at right now. Okay, I've got a small ball inside of the balloon. I'm gonna pop it now, just as a test to see where it drops. It went that way. That's interesting.
All right, it's showtime. For the record, because obviously y'all are the ones deciding this at home, Trevor is approximately
2:33.
That's in like 18 minutes.
We'll go 25 minutes past.
No, we said 2:15.
You guys
2:30.
Okay, so that's
18.
20 minutes past.
You guys-
2:35.
It's
All right,
2:33.
18 minutes.
Thank you.
We'll give Trevor 18.
You guys will be deciding in the comments, but I will be giving the Connor's Choice Awards.
That's fair. Just keep in mind that I could have put 18 more minutes into mine, but I stopped on time.
You can
I
use
respect
your,
that.
challenge.
use your discretion to see if 18 minutes would have made a difference.
Well, you could also use your discretion to say, should Trevor be disqualified for not sticking to the rules?
You can.
I haven't seen the process of making these because I've been deep into work, but I have just heard balloons popping a lot, so I have no idea what's about to happen.
Okay, I'll walk you through it. I would give a chance of complete success.
like 5%. So I'm gonna drop a ball on this ramp. It's gonna hit this X-Acto knife into the balloon, which pops, knocking the soda can tower into this ball, which is very precariously sat there. That'll go down this track, then onto this track, which will then knock the baseball down the clipboard through this track into this cup, which will tear the tape, drop the cup, revealing this flag.
It's clearly a UNC flag.
Clearly a UNC flag.
I mean, that is.
If it worked perfectly, I would be very impressed with myself, and it'd be really cool. Here's big issues. Number one, this popping the balloon. Now, even if it doesn't pop, it still might be enough to knock the ball down. But if I can get to that part, then I never was able to test this ramp part either. So I'm just banking on the fact that it's going to get to hitting this baseball. If it hits the baseball, I'm pretty sure it's going to make it to the cup. And then I've torn this tape enough that the weight of the baseball dropping into the cup should tear it.
But you also have the flag taped shut.
Yeah, but whenever it should, in testing, it knocked the flag down as well. I guess I'll like duck out of the way after I drop this ball, so you can go like wherever you want.
Oh!
It fell backwards. I'll just push it to see what happened after. I'm gonna be really mad if the rest of it works. Oh, dang. What needed to happen was that needed to fall. I was closer than I thought though. I'm not too disappointed with myself because
I wouldn't be.
I was one can going that way instead of somehow falling backwards away from getting all the way to the end. So, okay.
From here to here, it was electric.
I gotta say,
fantastic.
I'm happy with the way it went overall because I didn't even think it was gonna pop the balloon. Go ahead.
More underwhelming.
Oh.
But if it works,
If it works,
and it was on time.
You immediately get points because the track, it looks cool. It's
Well, you have to
fast
take into consideration I completed it on time. I was well within budget, and if it
Whoa,
works,
whoa, budget does. I was in budget too.
I'm just putting I'm arguing for me, not against you. I was well within my time limit and on budget, and if it works, I'm 3 for 3.
Okay, so explain it.
Essentially, what's happening here is mine also solves a problem. Trevor's didn't really solve a problem.
Well, yeah, the problem was that I needed more decor at my
My
desk.
problem is
Can't argue with that.
I'm at my desk.
Yeah.
I have to walk over and shoot a
You are
podcast.
obstructing a walkway.
Oh yeah, super hard there.
Got you there, Silas,
Just
dummy.
Imagine.
I mean, that was arguably easier than walking.
This is the thing. No, this is the thing. The time it takes me to duck under that saves me overall time.
Okay.
Because what the problem is
If it works.
I'm here. It does have to work. I'm here. I have to shoot a podcast at debate night.
Yeah.
Throat gets scratchy. I need water.
Right.
So essentially, what this allows me to do
But-
is pour a glass of water while I'm walking to debate night.
Oh,
So,
okay. That was a good way to word that because I was about to attack you.
No, I'll be able to start the machine, get up, start walking, and then walk over here to water being poured into my cup, and then I'll
Yeah.
go to pick my cup up and be ready to continue my walk
Well,
to debate night.
I think you need to time your walking then. That's an
The
important.
racers.
That's an important part of
Okay.
this. So you need to
So essentially, how this is going to work is I have a ball at my desk. I always have a ball at my desk.
always.
That
Big
was
ball
part of
guy.
it. That I will just chuck at the side of my filing cabinet whenever I'm ready for my water.
Why don't we just knock the filing cabinet? That's
Way more fun. Chuck it,
Yeah, I don't know what.
and then it'll get my car here
Yeah.
rolling down the track that
Yeah.
will then launch the books off, that then pulls my water bottle down and pours into my cup.
I feel like
I
you're
think-
setting yourself up for failure by using the ball at all.
If the mess factor needs to be taken into consideration because if you pour water all over the floor,
Well, he doesn't have to clean it up, so.
All right.
that is true. Can't argue with that.
All right, y'all ready for this?
Yeah.
Oh, just normal day. Oh, what's that, Silas? It's debate night time?
Oh! Oh!
It is getting considerably outside of the cup.
But it is
But
also
no,
getting
floor.
into the cup.
Now, I will say I've been hindered to get over here,
It's like
but now it's done. Water and cup.
How much water's in that cup? Come back.
Look at that.
About 4 sips, if that.
4
That's
sips.
enough to get rid of the scratching.
Every swallow is an ounce.
Okay. 1, 2. I lost count.
He's faking.
But a lot.
It's like 6,
He's faking.
7.
That was 8 ounces.
There's no
8
way
ounces
there's
of
8
water
ounces
right there.
Of water in there. That bottle was 12 ounces and half of it was on the floor.
Hey, he
16
didn't
ounce
say
cup.
he didn't say he needed to fill the cup all the way
No,
up.
I just got my sip, and then I'd be walking over and starting debate night. One take, on time, on budget. I rest my case.
All right,
Consider it
my
resident.
my immediate reaction is I loved how elaborate Trevor's was, great ideas. However, he did have to help it at 2 points.
Absolutely.
Hunter's looked a lot less elaborate, but I like that it was solving a problem. I like that. And it worked flawlessly. The only part that wasn't flawless was about half the water, maybe even a little bit more, didn't go into the cup.
I did solve it though. I'm recycling.
No, you're
I
right.
can refill that water bottle tomorrow with the same.
But that bucket
just
isn't
drink out
yours.
of that
That
bucket.
is theft. You did steal that bucket.
Is that cardboard
That
box
is
yours?
that is theft. No, but at least it's owned by the
Oh.
business, which I work for and was doing a video for. Whereas
Oh,
the bucket was a personal belonging of myself.
Are we positive of that? Pretty sure I reimbursed.
No, you certainly did it.
I'll Venmo you. And
All
it's a
right.
business expense.
Business expense.
So now no theft.
No theft.
Connor's Choice Award goes to Hunter
Well
because it worked and it was on time.
That's the key portion.
I'm not mad about that.
There it is. So that wraps up this video. Let us know who you think won in the comments down below, whether it was Trevor or mine. We had a ton of fun doing this. And let us know also what budget build you want to see next down in the comments below, and we'll try to do it. We'll see you in the next one.